Welcome to California Joe's Hideout. Hate to say it that way, but sometimes I feel that's the way we're living these days. Anyway, I'm going to make another video here. The last one failed. It was just working on the webcam instead of my mic on the sound and didn't work out. So anyway, this time I'm hoping it's going to work. Anyway, we've had two conventions going back and back here within the last 2 weeks. The Republicans are going this week, and the Democrats were last week. And believe me, they had nothing to say. They're just a bunch of gloomies and doomies. And if you want to go that route with them, you're going to get that picture that you see up there. Not a good choice. I mean, you don't got much options here, people. If you want to go be a socialist, communist, and want to live in a crappy world, then you're going to vote that way. And that's what they are. Don't let them fool you one bit. If you're being fooled, you are being fooled. And if you're a fool, well, you're a fool. But anyway, there's a lot of fools out there. That's the problem. That's the whole problem right now our nation's facing. We got a lot of brown shirts. I call them what they are. They're brown shirts. They terrorize, they loot, privilege, and all that crap. They're just mayhem people. They have no soul. And they're heading the wrong way. They don't know, but they are. Eventually they'll find out, like Germany did in World War II. We don't want this country to turn into Germany, and yet that's where we're going, and that's why I use Germany as a good philosophy, to where we better wake up and see what's going on. The people are afraid right now. They're hunkered down. They're afraid to protest against these radicals or stop them. The cops are being slaughtered pretty much on the front. They're just mayhem out there. You can go through all the cities. You got San Francisco, you got Portland, you got Washington, you got New York, Chicago, Wisconsin, I believe, or if it's Minnesota, probably both of them by now. Any state that's a Democrat state right now is showing their colors, and it ain't good. And we can't have a divided nation, but we can't have these radicals in charge. We will be a divided nation, and we're going to be having to fight for our freedom again. And we don't want to have to go through that part because there will be blood by then. If they just think they're going to waltz in and take my guns and your guns and everybody's guns, I think they better start looking at the numbers. There's way over 300 million guns out there right now. That's a lot of guns to take, and that's the ones you can find. So America's armed, and the bad news is that they're just gonna be trouble. So please, I'm just trying to tell everybody, don't go the route that they want to go. He's already got his new flag set up, and they're gonna take ours down, as you can tell, and they're gonna fly that flag, and we're gonna have a very bad country coming up, and there's gonna be a lot of spilt blood in the past that fought for our flag, and they're gonna die in vain if this guy takes over. And remember, he's not the one gonna be running the show. It's his so-called family. Remember how it is when you marry somebody and you get the family? Well, if you vote for him, you're going to get the family, and they're not all good people in that family, I guarantee you. And his cabinet's going to be lined up with a bunch of badass. Nobody wants to have them in there, period. I just don't know how to emphasize this to everybody out there, but I pray to God you're all going to figure this out on your own. I know there's a lot of people who are hiding in their bunkers right now, and the polls, don't buy into the polls. I think the Democrats are running that show too. The only way the Democrats win is called fraud and welfare. And if you fall into that category and you want to believe in fraud and welfare, then you will never make it in this country. You're going to be relying on him and his cronies to hand out welfare checks to you. The nation's broke. I hate to tell you that, but we are seriously broke. Anybody who knows anything about finances can tell you that right now. I'm going to tell you right now. I know some stuff about finances, and yes, we are in trouble. So let's not let this get out of hand, and let's give Donald Trump one more shot at it, okay? He did really, really good this 4 years. He just got ambushed by the Chinese. And you can thank probably Biden and his son for some of that, because those suckers were in bed with the Chinese. For all I know, he has a conspiracy, and he got the Corbett to come to our country so he could have a shot at taking over our country. There's a lot of stuff that can be happening right now, and we're falling prey to it if you believe in this guy. Anyway, I'm going to get off. I've said a lot. I think I said enough. I think everybody has got to figure this out for themselves. I'm sure you grown-ups will. The kids I'm a little worried about. Look what they're teaching them. So anyway, I'm going to let this go, and I just hope everybody does the right thing this time, and don't let them get a power. You got a new flag, and I know you're not going to love that flag, so let's not let this happen, all right? Anyways, California Joe signing off, and I'll talk to you down the road when things hopefully get better, and I'll look on the brighter side. So we'll see. We'll see. We're all praying that this nation is not totally lost yet. Anyway, till next time, this is California Joe, and I'll see you later.